To clarify, a lot of things going on at home, so decided to go on a casual dinner date with a guy I met up online. Me and him had quite a great time, chatting, took a pic or two, exchanged numbers, and had dinner. When the bill came, he asked me if I wanted to split it halfway. I agreed and proceeded to pull out my wallet, except it wasn't in my purse. I looked around to see if I dropped it. I told him that I must have dropped my wallet. He looked kinda skeptical. I said that it must be in my car. I'll go check. I left the restaurant and my phone died on me. To make things worse, I couldn't remember where I parked my car and spent a good 20 minutes looking for it. Finally found my wallet in the car. I went back to the restaurant and the guy's face lit up. He thought he had been scammed by me because I wasn't picking up his calls either. This might not sound funny, but to me, in my head and in the scenario, me and him found it quite funny. He was worried because I was too beautiful to not be a scam. Rest assured, we have planned another date. His faith in humanity was restored right there. Deadass went to lunch with a good friend, went to a fast food place, went inside, I ordered first. Went to grab my wallet, no wallet. He drove. I didn't grab my wallet because Brainbox was like, you aren't driving, don't need it. I panicked. Friend was like, I got you, I guess. Group of construction workers behind us. They get to ordering, first guy goes to pay. No wallet. He turned to his group. They all looked at him like, are you kidding us? He was not. One of the other guys offered to cover for him. Way home, stopped by a gas station to grab snacks for later. Friend was picking up the tab here too. Lady in front of us seemed to have left her wallet at home too. Her friend gladly paid for her soda and candy bar. Was a strange couple of events all happening in one day. I'm glad things worked out in the end. I'd have been pretty stressed in your situation too. Just gotta learn and move forward. Hope the next date is fun for you guys. He waited for you. That's a good sign. A comedy of errors. Is your whole life kind of like this? This is hysterical. I used to leave my wallet in the car when I went grocery shopping frequently enough that I knew which employee to tell I would be right back and to not take my cart, who believed me, and put it somewhere safe for me. It was always something like winter, so it fell out of my jacket pocket or purse when I scooped up my jacket and the purse fell over, or I'd put it in the diaper bag for the errands before the store, and I never took the diaper bag in the store. Between being unable to remember phone numbers easily and this, I was made for cell phones that store numbers and digital payments. I always keep like a 20, bill in my small zip pocket on my jacket. That way I'm always prepared. What a great first date story. The kind you could build a whole life upon. I'm a female, and if this happened with a guy, I would be skeptical too. So I'm really glad that you came back and weren't actually screwing him over. It's messed up, but some people actually do this. Honestly, I think this is the start of a romantic comedy movie right here. Imagine you came back and he's already talking trash about you, and you overheard it. You fought, blamed each other for the misunderstanding, and then went your separate ways. Then you meet each other again through mutual friends a few months later. Movie goes into the second act from here. Honestly, I'd be mortified if that happened to me, but it sounds like you both handled it with a lot of humor. The fact that he lit up when you came back says a lot. My boyfriend thought I was a bot because I write weird, too formally. My ex thought I was a man pretending to be a girl because I looked manly in my pictures. The way my anxiety spiked when your phone died, and again when you couldn't find your car. This is sitcom levels of funny. Call me old-fashioned, I have never split a bill with a date. I always get the lady to pay. Only joking. That's cute. My heart dropped and then was actually enlightened. Thank you. Phew. That was close call for the guy. To be honest, I would have made that assumption too, at least until you came back. There are plenty of stories on here about people getting played by others, dating for food, and this is the first and only time that wasn't the case. My first roommate in college came with me to buy groceries when we were moving in together. We get up to the front of the line and I realized I'd forgotten my wallet. This was before digital payments existed. I was mortified. My roommate awkwardly offers to buy my groceries so we don't have to come back. I paid her back in cash as soon as we got back to the house, but I wanted to die. At least you went back. I hope the next date goes well. He's going to marry you after this. That's a new one. What did you do to convince him you weren't out to get his wallet? I bet things got pretty heated, but it sounds like they ended up laughing it off. Good for him for not letting it completely sour his view of people. Gonna be honest, you probably restored his faith in dating. Personally, I wouldn't have waited 20 minutes and just took the loss. Regarding your last sentence, I know what he means. I'm not terrible looking, but I've been confused before when someone very attractive has an interest in me. I think it's some sort of lingering psychological effect from being rejected in high school. Completely unrelated, but this reminds me of when I was out with my best friend a couple years ago, and we, unknowingly, went into a restaurant that only took cash. I had to leave my friend as a deposit whilst running to the next ATM, which was a chill 15 minutes away one way. I'm glad you had a great date. I'm sure the second one will be just as good. I can imagine the overwhelming sense of relief he felt when he saw your face. This is a really cute first date story. You got lucky. You unintentionally had scam written all over you. Glad it worked out and you were able to build some initial trust on that first date. How do you go out without your wallet on you and your phone about to die? You're an adult? You'd probably forget your head if it wasn't screwed on. If that guy was me, I would have just paid for the dinner and be gone from that restaurant by the time you got back. Not waiting for you. You could have got a free dinner there.